Testing, 1, 2, 3. Sounds good.
I know a word that'll make you feel good. It's gonna make you happy. I know a word that can change your mind. Come on and join the party. Moomba, let's get together. Moomba, let's have some fun. Moomba, let's get together. Moomba, come join the fun. Life can be a celebration when you just decide to be living each day in peace and harmony. Yeah, throw away your cares and worries, all the things you need to do, and dance with me, play with me. Come on and sing it with me. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, come join the fun. When the world seems too much, you're feeling out of touch. You want your troubles to float away, yeah. Let the music fill your soul. Open up and just let go and sing it, be it. Come on now, really feel it. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Yeah, Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, come on now, join the fun. Yeah! I know a word that will make you feel good. It's gonna make you so happy. I know a word that can change your mind. Come on and join the party. Yeah, Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Yeah, yeah, Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, come join the fun. Sing it now, Moomba, come on, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Come on, sing it, Moomba, hey, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, come join the fun. Moomba.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. My name is Linda, and this is Reverend David, and he will be doing the talking today. I'd like to welcome all those who are joining us online today on YouTube as well later on, and I think we're going to get started.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good to see all of you. The Unity movement embraces the inherent worth and diversity of every individual, and fostering an environment of acceptance and respect for all people without a distinction of any kind. And we come together to encourage each other and support each other in our individual spiritual journeys. So wherever you are in that process, we are delighted that you joined us today.
While it is a well-traveled land, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of the First Nations, comprising of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work and learn and live in this area.
And we're delighted to have Angelica here directing our music today. Thank you for being here, Angelica. And also, Linda, thank you for being our hostess today.
Thank you. So today we are going to open with a prayer. One of the directives of life for us is to discover our creativity and potential and genius for self-expression. So I'd like to read a poem to you today about November. It is written by Dixie Wilson, and she has certainly found her creative potential. This poem is called The Mist and All. I like the fall, the mist and all. I like the night owl's lonely call and wailing sound of wind around. I like the gray November day and bare dead boughs that coldly sway against my pain. I like the rain. I like to sit and laugh at it and tend my cozy fire a bit. I like the fall, the mist and all. Our creativity is a reflection of God in us. Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. Amen.
Well, thank you, Linda. That poem was really lovely. It fits right in with our theme today, which is on being present.
Awesome,
So,
yeah. I love that poem. I read it every year in November.
Today, our prayer chaplain, Susan, there you are. Susan Fabro is our prayer chaplain today. Every day, every Sunday, we do have a prayer chaplain that's available after the service. So for any of you that are looking, would like someone to pray with, Susan will be delighted to pray with you. She'll be upstairs in the prayer room right after the service.
And we have a prayer request box, which is right over here. The papers are there for you to put your prayer requests of whoever you want prayed for on, and they will be prayed over by the prayer team.
Also, I want to remind you that we do have a 24/7 prayer line. Unity has they have Silent Unity, which is their prayer ministry, and there's people there online at the phones waiting for anyone to call to ask them to pray with them. So if you find yourself wanting someone to pray with 24/7, and no matter what time it is, you can give a call to Silent Unity and have someone pray with you. And that phone number is really easy. It's 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
And now we're going to have some music. So Angelica, what have you got for us?
All right. Hi, good morning, everyone. If you're willing and able, please join me in standing. Our first song is Power of Now by Faith Rivera. Power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now, a flow so great. power of now is always perfect, nothing to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now is ever flowing, connecting the soul to the one. The power of now unfolds so peacefully. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now. The power of now. The power of now. Great job, everyone. All right. Next up, one of my absolute favorites. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show
what must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. You ready? And God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Thank you all so very much. You may be seated. And David, quick one. If you want to just tilt the lavalier closer to your mouth. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you much. Thank you, Angelica. Yeah. So Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. As part of the New Thought and the Worldwide Unity Movement, we strive to be compassionate, inclusive, open-minded, service-oriented, abundant, and spirit-filled.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experiences of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of our oneness with Spirit, each other, and all life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
So our new affirmation for November is, with each breath, I connect deeper with my inner light and spiritual essence. Will you please repeat that with me? With each breath, I connect deeper with my inner light and spiritual essence.
And now for some more music, some wonderful music from Angelica, that
Thanks,
beautiful voice of hers.
Thank you.
When the weight of all my dreams is resting heavy on my head, and the thoughtful words of help and hope have all been nicely said, but I'm still hurting, wondering if I'll ever be the one I think I am. I think I am. Then you gently remind me what you made me from the first. And the more I try to be the best, the more I get the worst. And I realize the good in me is only there because of who you are. Who you are. And all I ever have to be is what you made me. Any more or less would be a step out of your plan. As you daily recreate me, help me always keep in mind that I only have to do what I can find. And all I ever have to be, all I have to be, all I ever have to be is what you made. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. That was lovely, as always. Thank you so much. Well, good morning, everyone. And welcome for all of those of you out there that are joining us online as well. We're glad that you're here. I want to start with a little story. There was this man, and he was walking out in the desert, and he got lost. And he found himself out there for like 4 days, and he was just almost ready to die. And he finally saw a light out in the desert, and he goes out there, and it's a house, and it's owned by a preacher, and he really is struggling for having been so dehydrated. So he walks up to the door and literally just collapses at the front door. Well, the preacher comes out, and he sees the poor man, and he nurses him back to health. And after he's completely better and everything and feeling better, the man wants to find out how to get to the nearest town. So the preacher offers him his horse to go into the town. And he says, there's one thing you really need to know about this horse, and that is that he goes by these directions. He says, if you want to go, you say, thank God. And if you want him to stop, you say amen. So anxious to get to town, and perhaps not paying all that much of attention, he says, sure, okay, and he gets on the horse. And so he says, thank God. And sure enough, that horse starts walking, and after walking a little while, he says, thank God, thank God. And then the horse picks up speed and starts trotting. And then after a while, he's feeling a little brave, and he says, thank God, thank God, thank God. And all of a sudden, the horse is just galloping away at full speed. And then he realizes that the horse is running towards a cliff. And so he says, oh, whoa, stop. And of course, the horse isn't paying any attention because that's not how he's trained. And he finally says, amen. And the horse stops and almost throws him over the top of the horse. And he is like 2 inches from that cliff. And the man, his heart is panting and he's sweating. He wipes his brow and he says, oh, thank God. How many of you heard that one? Oh, a few, okay. Anyway. Always enjoy a good laugh. So today our topic is awakening to the power of presence. You know, the importance of presence cannot be overstated. As it deeply influences our overall well-being, our relationships, and spiritual growth. As a spiritual community, we come together to support each other in our spiritual growth. And at the heart of that growth is awakening to the truth of who we are. And the door to that awakening, the key to that awakening, is living in the present moment. So the outline of my talk this morning and message and presentation is a little different. So I want to give you a heads up. So we're going to be exploring first the importance and the power of presence. And then we're going to look at 6 key aspects of being present that we really need to be more aware of. And we'll then look at some practical ways, actually 4 practical ways to cultivate presence in our everyday life. And then I'm going to guide you in a little exercise. It's an experiential exercise on becoming fully present. And then I'll lead you into our regular meditation. But before the meditation, will be asking Linda to pass the microphone around for anyone that wants to give us some feedback on that exercise that we do first. And then when we come after the meditation, I'll be finishing the talk. I usually do the meditation at the last, but I'll finish it up after the meditation. So our Unity co-founder, Charles Fillmore, said, "Right here and now, the great work of character building is to be done. And whoever neglects present opportunities looking forward to a future heaven for better conditions is pulling right away from the kingdom of heaven within himself." To me, this quote emphasizes the significance of being fully present in the moment. The present moment is where growth, transformation, and the realization of our divine nature occur. Contemporary spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle wisely reminds us that the present moment is the only moment any of us have. It is the only moment that matters. And Tolle says that when we are fully present, we are fully alive. There's great power in presence. Mindfully being present allows us to experience life more fully, with greater awareness and greater appreciation. When we are present, we can connect with our true selves and the divine presence within us and the divine presence that's all around us. So there are 6 key aspects of being present that we need to be aware of. And so the first one is being present allows us to connect with reality as it really is, without the filters of past experiences or future anxieties. This connection helps us to see things more clearly and respond to life situations with greater wisdom and compassion. Second, presence brings a sense of inner peace and calm. More inner peace and calm is something we can all benefit from. When we're fully present, we are not distracted by worries about the future or regrets about the past. This peaceful state allows us to experience life more fully and more joyfully. Third, being present in our interactions with others fosters a deeper connection, fosters better understanding. When we give full attention to someone, we validate their existence and make them feel heard and valued. And this practice can significantly strengthen our relationships. Fourth, presence enhances our self-awareness by helping us to observe our thoughts, our emotions, our behaviors without judgment. And this awareness allows us to recognize and transform negative patterns, leading to personal growth and self-mastery. And it's this self-awareness that helps us to recognize that it is our egos who get triggered, offended, enraged, and depressed, not our true selves. So anytime we see or feel a perceived offense, let's look at it as a call to give yourself and others compassion. Let us see any perceived offense as that. See it as an opportunity to see beyond the other's ego and see it and acknowledge their divinity instead. As spiritual beings, we do have the power to take control of our lives from the hands of our egos. And fifth, presence is a cornerstone of our spiritual practice. It enables us to experience the divine in every moment and recognize our true nature as conscious light. We are spiritual beings. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of being present as a path to enlightenment and inner peace. And the sixth key aspect of being present is just its practical benefits. On a practical level, being present improves our focus, our productivity, and our overall effectiveness in daily tasks. And it allows us to be fully engaged with whatever it is that we're doing, which leads to better results and a greater sense of fulfillment. So cultivating presence is a practice that can be integrated into our daily life. And so here are some practical ways to harness the power of presence. The first one is mindful breathing. Just take any time during the day that you might feel anxiety. Just take a moment and focus on your breath. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. And this simple practice can really ground you in the present moment. Last Sunday, we had our wellness fair last Sunday, and Jenny Natashak was one of our guests, and I did a divine conversation with her. And she was explaining her morning routine every morning. And what she did to help center herself and prepare herself for the morning's activities. And one of those things was that she did breath work every morning when she got up. And another thing was she practiced gratitude and listed things that she was grateful for. So mindful breathing is like one of these really easy things that you can do. We always have our breath available. And it's just a matter of bringing our attention to that breath and bringing our attention to the present moment as we breathe in and breathe out. A simple practice that helps us become present, more present. And the other thing is a gratitude practice. And the last month was, of course, Thanksgiving here. And then this here, or in the States, where I'm from right now, Thanksgiving is just in a week away. So this whole time has been a wonderful time for us to really focus on gratitude and being thankful. And so gratitude is a wonderful way of making yourself present. So as we reflect on the things that we're grateful for each day, the practice shifts our focus to the positive aspects of our life and helps us appreciate the present moment. We've got a gratitude jar here in the foyer that we set up, and so it would be a wonderful thing every time that you come in, every Sunday, just go over to that gratitude jar and think of something that you're grateful for. And write it down and put it in the gratitude jar. And a gratitude jar is another thing that you can do yourself. Get a little fish bowl and put a notepad next to it. And every day, before you go to bed, make a list of the things that you're grateful for. These are such simple practices that we can do, but they're practices that help bring us to the present moment. And then meditation, of course, is having a daily time for meditation, and a place for meditation is a wonderful one of our key practices that we teach here. Meditation is essential for our spiritual growth, and meditation is bringing ourselves completely, totally to the present moment. Now, another thing is mindful activities engage in whatever it is that you're doing. Engage being fully present. Whether it's walking or eating or listening, do it with your full attention. Again, it's a very simple practice, but it helps us be present. So, and actually, when we do whatever it is that we're doing and are fully focused on it, and like I've said before, doing the dishes. When I do dishes, I'm totally in the moment. It's a form of meditation. So whatever you're finding yourself doing, you can make it into a spiritual practice. And actually being mindful of whatever it is that I'm doing probably has been the most effective spiritual practice that I've ever done in my life. Over my lifetime, I've been blessed by many outstanding spiritual teachers. Now, most of them I haven't seen in person. Maybe I've watched them on YouTube or something like that. But I've read a lot. And I have a lot of spiritual teachers that have really inspired me. And one comment that I have heard these spiritual teachers say over and over, spiritual teachers such as Ram Dass, Eckhart Tolle, Adyashanti, Thich Nhat Hanh, Rupert Spira, they all say one thing in common, and they say that life is meditation. Life is meditation. When these teachers say that life is meditation, they mean that every moment can be an opportunity for mindfulness and for spiritual practice. So instead of viewing meditation as a separate activity, they encourage us to integrate mindfulness into our daily lives. And so, again, of all the spiritual practices that I've done, doing things mindfully has been the most effective for me. So every moment offers an opportunity to be fully present and aware. So by doing so, we can find deeper meaning and connection in even the simplest activities. So let's do a short little exercise. So I'm going to invite you to just relax in your seat here. It's just going to be a short exercise. And I do invite you to close your eyes. So get comfortable. So I want you to let's take a few deep breaths. And take a really deep breath. Take a few deep breaths. And as you take each breath, just focus on that breath and allow yourselves to feel that breath as it enters through your nose. You breathe through your nose. Feel the breath as it goes up into your nose and down into your lungs. So take a few deep breaths, feeling the breath as you breathe in, feeling it go down your nose, and then let it out through your mouth. So do that. This is being mindful of your breathing. It is bringing our attention to this present moment. So we're bringing our attention to this present moment. We're being alert. We're being focused on this present moment. So be totally focused to this present moment where you are, where the chair, the pew that you're sitting in. Be focused. Be aware of it. Be aware of your body sensations. Be aware of any sounds that you might hear, such as a heater. You can hear that. You might be able to hear a car in the background, but we're just being mindful. And we're allowing ourselves to be fully present. And if you really get comfortable and you really open up, you will feel an energy. It's palpable. You'll feel an energy. Spirit is energy. Spirit is energy is a vibration. And as we become fully focused, we can feel that energy. So I invite you to feel that. So just rest here just for a few moments here, feeling totally, completely present. Okay, now I invite you to open your eyes. Okay, just reflect on that. And Linda, if you'll get... So, anybody have a comment, any feedback of what that experience was for you? Bobby Joe? Hold on, just wait until the...
I usually have to have a lot
Talk
longer.
a little bit closer.
Oh, I found myself so loud because I got good hearing. I usually find I have a lot longer than what you do here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more depth to it and spiritual feelings about not just the space I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
but the world around me, and especially to the Holy Spirit, and knowing the voice of God, knowing that it's God, nobody else. Because the scripture does say, test the spirits and know that I am God. And what I like to say is, test the spirits and know that the great I am is God. So
Thank you. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, this was just a short experience. But can you not, I mean, there's a difference. I mean, just by taking that short period of time, there's a shift. Claudio, back there.
Before I give you my experience, I'd like to preface the real Halloween, the real Dia de los Muertos, the Samhain, happens on November 21st this year. So we're off on the calendar by 23 days, right? So what that means is there's a connection point with Spirit where we're going to get more downloads, more signs than we normally do. So when you meditate, if you're trying to block anything from coming in, you're doing yourself a dissatisfaction. Because those messages are coming to you while you're meditating that want resolve. So if you're meditating, if you're trying to block your mind out, you're trying to relax. Well, you do that when you sleep every day. So meditation is to see what messages are coming for you. So once a year, this message thing comes in full force. And that happens when the sun is opposite the star cluster, the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades. So as we're getting closer to the 21st, pay attention to any sign that you get from anyone, anything, any voice you hear, clouds in the sky, whatever. So I just want to say, while I'm meditating, all kinds of messages want to come in that I must decide whether I want to do something with or not. But blanking your mind, to me, and most of the ancients will tell you that's not the way to meditate. So
We weren't saying to blank your mind. We were saying open. Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I know
right,
you weren't
open.
saying that, but some
Yeah.
people
Oh, you're
think
right.
that blanking the mind is meditation. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
being aware of
It's
the
being-
present and what wants to come in.
Being fully open and receptive. Yeah. Any other comments? Nancy.
I'm just going to see how, is this loud? I don't meditate, like it's not my usual thing. So this was interesting because what I noticed is as soon as I opened my eyes, I was like, wow, it's really bright and clear in here. It's like my mind, it brought a focus. It really did take me out of my mind into a focus. And it's like, oh, there's just, it is that sense of presence, that sense of I'm sitting here in this moment, in this church, around these people, that I think I can tend to walk through the world and not be here. And yeah, it was pretty neat to really experience that.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy. Okay. Anyone else?
In this short amount of time that we took for this, I was able to get to a space of lightness.
Uh-huh.
I know there's a lot of heaviness in the world a lot of times, and we can feel that.
Yeah.
But in that short amount of time, I felt lighter.
Yeah, it doesn't, you know, just a short break like that and being fully focused on this now moment and open and receptive, it's a whole lot of light can come in.
I think that even breathing can be a meditation.
Oh, yeah.
There's another level
Mhm.
that if you breathe in, you're thinking of the life that you're bringing into your being and the one great life. And then you think you can send that out with love, and that's the divine circulation. Whatever you receive, you can give forth.
Yeah.
So I really like I think you can do a lot with breathing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. One more, Mike, and then we'll go on.
I think this might sound a little funny, but it's true. When I'm present, I notice that the sink needs polishing. So I'll start polishing the sink. And then I'll get a stainless pot, and I look, there's some little stains in it. I'll start cleaning the pot. I'll look on the windowsill. There's a little bit of debris there. I'll move the planter and clean the debris. So being present is, you know, it sounds weird, like I'm doing housework, but it's being present, you know, to everything in my environment and making a change. And I do the same thing out in the yard, looking at the plants or fixing things around the house. Or yesterday there was a fence rail that was crooked, and I straightened it. So just being present to what is and interacting.
Absolutely. Being present to what is, being focused. Yeah. Being aware, totally aware. Okay, thank you. That's very good. All right, so at this time, let's go ahead and do our meditation. So I'm going to guide you in a meditation. So again, I invite you to get comfortable in your seat. Take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. So we breathe in and we breathe out. Fully present. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to visualize a bright light within your heart. And that light represents the divine presence. So you're here sitting, open, receptive, and feeling a presence in your heart, seeing a bright light with your mind's eye. And as you sit here, that light just grows and grows. It becomes stronger and brighter. So with open hearts and open minds, we sit open to the presence of Spirit, open to the guidance, to the wisdom, to the peace of Spirit. And I invite you to silently repeat this short affirmation that I'm going to give you. I am present. Just say it to yourself. I am present. I am grateful. I am one with the divine. And then I'm going to tack on our affirmation for this month. With each breath, I connect deeper with my inner light and my spiritual essence. I am present. I am grateful. I am one with the divine. With each breath, I connect deeper with my inner light and spiritual essence. I am present. I am grateful. I am one with the divine. With each breath, I connect deeper with my inner light and spiritual essence. Let's just rest just for a moment in this space, in this silence, with open hearts and open minds. So at this time, I do invite you to bring your attention back to this present moment, to this space. Open your eyes if you wish. And I'm going to go ahead and finish and close my message. So as I bring this message to a close, hopefully we have a better understanding of the importance and the power of presence, and some of the practical ways to integrate presence into our daily life. Eckhart Tolle encourages us to release as much as possible our identification with our thinking mind. Our thinking mind is our ego. And the easiest way to do that is by alert presence. So this is the practice, to be fully present and focused on life as it unfolds. As life unfolds before us, be present to it. We are not our thoughts. We are not our life situation. We are a field of consciousness. We are a manifestation of the universe perceiving itself. We are not physical beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And as a spiritual community, we come together to have a better understanding of these spiritual truths. We're spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual laws. The way we experience the world is our reality. We are not just a life situation, we are life. We are an expression of the one life that manifests as this universe. We are the one life, out of which this whole universe came and continues to come. And it continues to bring forth life, new life at every moment. We are a manifestation of the universe and of the consciousness that underlies the universe. We are the universe experiencing itself, and we are the divine experiencing itself. So as we make ourselves fully present, we allow ourselves to see, as we allow ourselves to see and experience the multiplicity and the beauty that surrounds us. And as we do so, we experience a sense of wonder. We don't just sense the surface reality. We can also sense within us that underlying stillness, of presence, of peace, of wisdom, of strength, of joy. All of these are within our grasp. And we can tap into each and every one of these powers. And we can make them manifest in our life experiences. So as we conclude our gathering today, let us remember that the practices that we have explored are powerful tools where we can weave presence into the very fabric of our lives. And these practices can deepen our connection with ourselves and the world. However, we must remain vigilant and committed because our practice must be ongoing. So the significance of presence lies in its ability to profoundly transform our experience of life. And by embracing the presence, we can cultivate inner peace, we can enhance our relationships, and we can deepen our spiritual connection. So again, as Eckhart Tolle beautifully reminds us, the present moment is the only moment any of us have. It is the only moment that really matters. And when we are fully present, we are fully alive. So let us take these insights to heart and carry them with us, nurturing our capacity for presence each and every day. May we find the courage and commitment to live fully in each moment, enhancing our lives and the lives of those around us. And so it is. Amen.
Well, thank you, Reverend David. That was wonderful. It's what I needed to hear today. Presence really does bring opportunities, doesn't
Absolutely,
it?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. Thanks again. And so I think what's going on?
So, Angelica, thank you so much again for your musical presence.
And I'd like to thank Jennifer for being our techie. She's
Thank you, Jennifer.
doing so many things that I can't do, taking the opportunity.
Yes, so grateful for all of our volunteers. So at this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being. And it's shown on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please say that with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me? I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
So we do have a few announcements that we need to make you aware of, and please remember that additional information for all of these announcements can be found on our website and in our newsletter. So we would, at this time, I just want to thank all of our volunteers, and I'm looking across the room and almost everybody volunteered. Everyone here was a volunteer, it seems like. But thank you for for your efforts in our second annual Fall Wellness Fair that was last Sunday. It was all day, and it really was an outstanding success. The energy was great here. People had a wonderful time. We had some wonderful food, wonderful speakers, workshops, and all the vendors and everything. Anyway, it was truly a great event. And a special thanks to Claudio Salvaggi and also to Annette Demers, who were really sort of spearheading it, but there were so many others. Tammy, Maxine was there, Devani with all the social media. There was just so many volunteers. Too many to mention, but thank you all. We are very, very grateful, and we are truly blessed to have such a wonderful core of members that are truly, they truly value this community, and they do so much. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, there's so many dedicated people here.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely.
wonderful. The outreach team is kickstarting the annual food and clothing drive on November 17th and will continue until December 8th. You will find a box for donations in the front entrance foyer and one upstairs in the hospitality room.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, just winter clothes, all right? Special value is put on mittens, gloves, hats, new long johns, new underwear, new socks, and warm clothing, such as sweaters, jackets, warm pants. Those ski pants are really great. Boots and shoes, really needed. And non-perishable food items, pasta sauce, canned foods. Peanut butter, I think, is a good one. Boxed juice, things like that. Okay?
Linda, you jumped ahead of several of our...
Oh,
our-
did
But that's okay, just where we are. The slides may be a little topsy-turvy there, but anyway, next week, as most of you know, I think I've told everyone, I'm going on vacation, and I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks as of this evening. And so I am taking a break. So we do have guest speakers throughout for the next 3 weeks. And Mariette's going to be our guest speaker next week. And her title is, How Can I Use My Power? When challenging stuff comes up, she says, this is a very good, useful question to ask ourselves. We can ask ourselves this question and focus on the God power we want to utilize and take a step forward in faith. Then enjoy the miracle we just created. Self-empowerment is where it's all at. So this is her talk title for next week. Also, we have Advent booklets for those of you that Unity puts out an Advent book with it's a whole series of meditations and readings for the Advent calendar, which starts on December the first week, first Sunday of December, and we have free copies for any of you that would like to pick them up. They're up on the wall over there, and it's called. Anyway, it's I forget the name of the booklet this year. Be Not Afraid. That is, Be Not Afraid. And so it's a wonderful little booklet. They do a great job. And so it's a whole series of meditations and articles. And so that is our gift to you this year. So please pick up one. And also, we do have our licensed Unity teachers that are here across Canada. They're doing a Zoom Unity Advent discussion based on the booklet, and that's on Wednesdays. On November the 27th is when it starts. November the 27th, the Advent discussion. They're discussing the Advent booklet and the readings. More information's on our website and on our newsletter.
I think my pages got mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the next thing would be mindfulness workshop.
Let's see. Learn to cope with the pressures of daily life, discover how to respond differently to stress, explore your body's response, enjoy a relaxing hour on 4 Monday evenings in the comfort of your home. From Monday, November the 25th, December 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th on Zoom from 8:30 to 9:30, facilitated by Yvonne Brown. For more information and to register, please see your newsletter and visit our website. And there are flyers in the foyer and in the elevator, and the fellowship hall.
Yeah, also, Yvonne Brown was one of our guest speakers at the Wellness Fair last year, or this past Sunday. So if any of you did hear her speak, she's also the one that facilitates our weekly A Course in Miracles group that meets on Saturdays. So she's the one that is putting together the workshops. Please consider dropping in on that. Also, on the November the 26th, Michael Masco is going to be facilitating a Synergy 12 meditation. So we do hope that you will come. That is on Tuesday, November the 26th. It's from 6:30 to 8:30. Claudio Salvaggi will be there. Mike Masco will be facilitating it. So anyone that can come, please do. I think you'll enjoy it.
And join us next Sunday to hear our licensed Unity teacher, Mariette Jones's message.
We already did that one.
Like I said, I missed it.
Okay,
Not
I
very
think
present.
you're back into swing here. So as also just a reminder that Mariette Jones is our Susan Fabro is our Susan Fabro is our prayer chaplain today. So if you want someone to pray with you, she'll be upstairs. Thank you, Susan, for this service. Appreciate it. Okay, now I think we're back on track. So all of our classes and our programs and our services are made possible by your generous donations. So our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. We created a lot of different ways for you to donate easily online. So all you have to do is just go online and you can donate that way.
We have a love offering box near the foyer over here by the door with offering envelopes and pens where you can drop in your tithe or your love offering as you leave the chapel. Again, thank you and bless you for your loving and generous support. And please remember to print your name clearly on your envelope for a income tax receipt.
And again, thank you for all of your support in the many ways that you do support us by volunteering and in whatever capacity. And we are truly grateful for the efforts that y'all put out to keep this ministry going. We really appreciate it. So I'm going to invite you now to stand up, and we're going to get ready to open our hearts and our minds in a gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently our love offering prayer. That'll be followed by the peace song and our prayer of protection. But I also have one thing to add. Today, at the end of the prayer of protection, we invite you to have a seat because we have a special announcement that we need to make. So we're going to ask you to sit down after the prayer of protection. Okay?
Divine love in
me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of the love surrounds us.
We are light.
The love of the divine enfolds us.
We are love.
The peace of love fills us,
We are peace.
and the power of love protects us.
We are power.
The presence of love watches over us,
We are presence.
and wherever we are, love is.
All is divine.
And my friends, truly, you are divine. And please have a seat.
All right, so the special announcement is from me. Hi, everyone. It's with a heavy heart that I have to announce my departure as music director from Unity at this time. I'm really sorry, and I really
do you want
appreciate
me
all
to
the love,
announce the
gratitude,
funeral?
and support
Do you-
that you've shown me over the years. Thank you all so very much. I'll be back again, and I hope you guys really, really, truly, keep on shining, okay? Thank you all so much.
Angelica, we are going to miss you. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you so much for all of your help. I have one more.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, one more announcement, okay? One more announcement, and that is Lucy Croker's beloved husband, Bernie, passed away this past Friday. And so they will be having the funeral at First Family Funeral Home here in Windsor, correct? At 11 o'clock on this coming Wednesday. So for those who would like to attend, it's at the First Family Funeral Home. And Lucy, thank you for being with us today. Bless you. We love you. And we love you. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, and please join us upstairs.